YouTube, it's me, Mickey Gemini. I'm here to freaking tell you today about something I was actually just thinking about yesterday. And that is my record label. That's LYrical ENlightenment. I mean, I fucking started the concept so fucking long ago. For me to shell this out right now is just from sheer necessity, like absolutely necessary to do so right now. So, that's what I'm doing. If you take the first two letters off of the first two words, then you get LYEN, lion, like a lion, or are you a lion, or however which way you want to interpret it is up to you. But LYrical ENlightenment is the fucking record label, and I would love to go into this on this episode, so that is why that's exactly what I'm doing. And this fucking shit is just exactly what it states. Instead of spiritual enlightenment, why not experience lyrical enlightenment and let it roar, lion. And this is the fucking episode on this. I'm doing a whole fucking episode on it. I'm just gonna sit here, chat, and blab about it. I know how much I love talking, and that's why I fucking do this. So I'm fucking here, doing this episode. It just basically went over the whole mechanics of the whole thing, and now I'm just gonna go over in the history of it. A long ass fucking time ago, like 15 years ago, I started this fucking shit. That's a long time, 15 years. Like, imagine if I had like a 15-year-old son or daughter or child of some sort, and it's 15 years old now, and now here I am experiencing the same exact thing in this much different way. This feels very strange. This feels very odd. I mean, I created this 15 years ago. It's actually 14 years ago, but whatever. 14 years ago. I created this 14 years ago, and now here the fuck I am addressing it in this way, shining the light on this thing in this way, like this. This is crazy. This is crazy strange. It doesn't matter if it ever jumped off or ever worked ever. It never did matter. It never does. Never fucking does. It matters. Oh, it matters, but I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about right now, though. What I'm talking about right now is that this is my creation. This is what I have created, and here I am 14 years later addressing it in this way. And I'd like to be, a little bit observant of how I'm actually addressing it, because from the sound of things, honestly, it sounds like I'm disgusted by it or something, by it not having ever jumped off. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't be an absolute Grinch about it? Being 14 years old and not having a bunch of artists on there with a bunch of stuff on there. And, well, what could I say other than that this is the best time for these things to be opened up and to start worrying about these things, when all the streaming platforms, whether they provide, whether they have all these problems with providing enough income and revenue and all that, matters not. It matters not. Or if it does matter, it matters very little. It's just simply about, get the audience, play the shows, go home. Those are 3 fucking simple ass steps that anybody and everybody can fucking follow. Anybody and everybody can follow those 3 steps. Upload to the streaming platforms, play the shows, go home. Whatever the fuck else happens is whatever the fuck else happens. I find artists doing a podcast. I find artists all the time, even when I'm not actually actively making a podcast 24/7. I find artists all the time that I like and that do shows here and there, and hey, that's inspiring, especially considering what exactly my circumstances are right now. Whatever those are, I don't know. Even if I tried to describe what my circumstances are right now, I'll probably interrupt myself and not allow myself to finish completing a fully formed thought on that. But I'm talking about it right now, and honestly, it's just kind of my way or the highway. And that's a good attitude to have when you're starting a record label, especially a record label that's 14 years old. Whoa, holy shit, guys. This is a big fucking moment. 14 years ago, almost to the day, I started Lyrical Enlightenment, folks. And there's a lot of different other stuff, speaking more in depth on the mechanics that I would like to do. Obviously, in due time, when that arrives. But this is appearing seemingly out of nowhere. Other than I do this every single fucking month, every single fucking year. And as I'm doing this, I have to clean out a bunch of shit. So when I'm cleaning out a bunch of shit, you'd be surprised what I may find. Specifically, what I found on Lyrical Enlightenment is that I've recently seemed to have created a mission statement, like a business has, like DMT. And that is what the fucking record label stands for. DMT. It stands for D is diverse genre blending. Like, I don't care about a few different kinds of genres being blended together. M as in mercurial shifts in pitch, as in, like, 1 minute it's guttural vocals, the next minute it's high up in the 6th octave C with falsetto, fry, screech, scream, whatever, black metal scream, whatever the fuck you call it. T is transitional breakdowns, and that is what I would like to spend a little moment here talking about for a minute here, because those transitional breakdowns are basically based on that I hate breakdowns, and I hate tech death, and I hate metalcore. No, that doesn't apply. Metalcore doesn't apply here. I like metalcore actually, but I don't like technical death. I don't like those ones that have all those breakdowns in them. And maybe there was someone here else other than me just talking to myself to talk about that with, then I would get into more detail probably, and that would be ideal. Whatever it takes to make that happen, that would be the primary focus if I have any problems getting distracted or anything like that. As I often do, and as is perfectly totally fine, and at least until it's not, or whatever your personal thing is. My personal thing is Lyrical Enlightenment, DMT. So, diverse genre blendings, excuse me, I said it wrong again. Diverse genre blending, mercurial shifts in pitch, and transitional breakdowns. So those transitional breakdowns, what I'm referring to in that, actually, I can't even go farther on that, actually, honestly, because that would be stupid of me. How stupid, how silly. How silly of me. Anyway, well, other than that, just going into that, creating this mission statement, what I'm thinking on creating this mission statement for is, like, it just makes sense. It just makes sense to do it, number one. Number two, doing this episode, putting this episode out, recording my voice right now, and then fucking putting the episode out. That makes sense too. As I said, I do this every month, I do this every year, and as I'm doing this, there's evidence that I'm doing this. So because of this, I'm clearing out and consolidating and making my workspace more clean and functional and able to use it. So as I'm doing it, I'm putting this out, and honestly, other than that, I'm actually even looking for the notes that I had on this And I don't have any at all. All I just have is lyrical enlightenment. I don't have anything other than lyrical enlightenment. That seems to be the only fucking thing I have. And that's not a problem. I mean, I'm already fucking halfway into what I would consider a bare minimum style fucking length episode. Bare minimum length episode of this show, and especially right now is a good time. Maybe let me reintroduce myself, or just regular introduce myself, since I haven't introduced myself yet. So, I'm Mickey Gemini, and this is the Vault of Doom podcast, and I am doing this episode on lyrical enlightenment. I'm the creator of lyrical enlightenment, and I fucking started it 14 years ago. And I'm fucking super pumped and stoked about me having to fight through the sludge and slush, as it were, to bring back and sort of revive this thing. And what better way to actually do that than to, have some music attached to it. I don't have any music for you today on this episode, so if you want to go and find some, go to my current solo one-man black metal project, Dire Mood, at youtube.com/@Dire Mood BM, and you'll find some exclusive sneak peek on there that I uploaded a month ago, tops. That's a long time. I was actually even just thinking a little bit ago about how I should probably upload some more exclusive stuff, and then I started freaking out, and I'm like, well, it's no wonder I'm freaking out. This fucking thing's 14 years old. So I gotta fucking put together some kind of exclusive package for myself, I'm thinking, but nah, that doesn't seem like something I want to do, so I probably won't. But what I will do is let all my music just naturally emerge the way that it always does. And that makes me feel a whole lot better, and I like the result better. And something that artists rarely ever do is, and you could do a whole episode on this too, if you're one of those pirates that like to pillage and plunder little concepts and ideas from people, consciously or unconsciously, you're still pillaging. Everybody's borrowing something from somebody, but you could do a whole episode on how self-aware artists are of their own art. I like to say, for the most part, even if it comes out like total shit, I'm satisfied, with the exception of something that actually comes out like total shit, in which case I just say, this came out like total shit. I'll even be on my own comments and say, this sounds like total shit. But let me double check on that, actually, just to make sure. And then let me actually just fucking make the shit right the first time, and then I don't have to worry about it as much. Or, let me see where I'm at in the whole artist world with other artists and stuff. Yeah, it looks like I'm standing completely alone. It looks like I'm standing totally on my own with everything. So that makes me feel really good. It makes me feel like I can breathe pretty well. And I don't have to worry about not sounding original or anything like that. Or, there's very little critique that I'm worried about. I can do nothing but get better from this point. So that's good on everybody else for wherever they are with everything and stuff. That's not to say that the artists that I interview or artists that I have on the show are included in what I'm talking about, but at the same time, there's still just that elephant in the room, or whatever that is that goes on that can't be spoken about or that can't be discussed. That's something that through the course of time will reveal itself as well, just like my music. I mean, my music emerging from the fucking to the surface from the abyss, the way that it does, is going to be the same sort of concept, where whatever it is that's going on that's really weird in this internet community, that's going to be revealed at some point too. So luckily you'll hear about it first here on whatever that is. On a personal level, it's just weird, wacky shit. those details provided right on the spot with the answers to whatever questions I would have about whatever's going on here. That's where you'll hear about it first here, ultimately, because it's personal. I guess it's a personal problem. I guess it's a personal issue, and I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing with it myself. But certainly, me broadcasting messages like this without go to BetterHelp or go to therapy and all that stuff, and how bad for business that it is. I mean, that's one of the answers right then and there, but it's only an answer that arrived after I brought up the issue. Like, only after I brought it up, then the answer arrived. So, you know, it's bad. It's very, very bad. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. And all I'm doing about it is continuing on to press forward. Pressing on forward and pressing on forward until it ain't gonna fucking matter at all. That's something that a lot of people can never say. They will never be able to say, and they definitely do not want to say anything like that. But I just said it, and that's because it's the truth. So, a little bit more about a record label that started 14 years ago, and for me to continue pressing on for it to be where it's at right now. I mean, you can go and check it out as LYENs Den Productions. It's just LYENs Den Productions, spelt Lyrical Enlightenment. And you can find some stuff on there with artists that were filmed at an open mic. Those, getting into contact with these artists that I performed with at an open mic, impossible. Next to impossible. Can't even contact any of them at all for any reason. It's the absolute most just explicitly obvious fuckery that I think anybody could ever see, and I'm documenting it right here, and you can hear about it and find out about this right here. And if you go to LYENs Den Productions YouTube channel, you'll not only find those best of open mic videos, you'll find the best of the previous podcast episodes when it was just LYENs Den, spelled the same way as well. It's still Lyrical Enlightenment. So what I'm telling you about on this episode is what Lyrical Enlightenment is. What the actual record label's name is LYENs Den Productions. And it's been established in 2011. And this is 14 years later now because it's 2025. So, whatever kind of ego games or personal problems that I think that might be going on here, like just throwing it out there that I think might be going on here, they're not going on here. There's no ego games or personal problems. After that kind of fucking reveal, that big reveal, that veil parts, fucking, there's not any personal issues. You know, all that I would be dealing with and possibly hearing in the comments right now or anything like that would just be your usual typical everyday shit talker. I mean, there's no energy or effort required. There's total anonymity. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing at all. So, with LYENs Den Productions now finally underway, with it, having had years of plenty of stuff established in probably the same amount of effort. Like the actual stuff on the resume for me as an artist, as the creator of this company, and the one who has that catalog available for songs, people featured on the songs. There's a movie on LYENs Den Productions YouTube channel. It's 3 hours, actually 4.5 hours long, including all the deleted scenes and stuff. And you should understand as an artist what I'm going for, what I'm shooting for in this 4.5 hour film with a bunch of deleted scenes. So I don't even need to, especially after now, don't ever need to even say anything about what's personal and what's not, and you know, your everyday average shit talker and what this means nothing to me. My fucking art speaks for itself. And I have nobody around to fucking point at or look at but me. It's me and me only that anyone needs to fucking answer to. Period. And as for the period, maybe I'll just end the episode right there. I'll catch you guys later.